Did you know that there are gifts from the universe that have been exclusively granted to only a select few? And what if I told you that the Taurus sign has received such powerful blessings that they completely transform the lives of those born under this cosmic energy? Well, my dear Taurus, today you will discover something that few know, and that can forever change the way you see yourself and your purpose in this life. Do you know that feeling that you were born with something special, but you've never been able to put into words exactly what it is? That deep certainty that there's a greater mission waiting for you? Well, it's not your imagination. The universe has truly bestowed extraordinary abilities upon you that other people simply don't possess in the same way. And the most incredible thing is, many Taurians go through life without discovering these divine gifts they carry within themselves. Today, in this video, you will finally understand why you are the way you are, why certain things seem to flow naturally in your life while other people struggle so much to achieve them. I will reveal the 10 sacred gifts that were specially granted to the sign of Taurus, and each one has the power to transform not only your life, but the lives of everyone around you. If you stay until the end, you will understand why the universe chose you to carry these blessings, and how to use them correctly to manifest everything you have always desired. But I need to warn you about something. If you don't recognize these gifts, if you don't know how to activate them and use them to your advantage, you will continue to live only a fraction of the potential you truly possess. And that would be wasting the most valuable gifts that the divine has offered you. So if you are a Taurus or have a special Taurus in your life, this video is for you. Get ready, because what you're about to discover will make you see your journey with completely new eyes. Dom 1. The unbreakable strength of persistence. The first divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is a strength that very few people in the zodiac possess with the same intensity: unwavering persistence. When the universe created Taurian energy, it imbued it with a unique capacity to keep moving forward, no matter the size of the obstacle or how many times life tries to knock you down. This is not ordinary persistence. It is a force that comes from within, from the center of your soul, a determination that seems to spring from the very earth. Do you know why so many people give up on their dreams? Because they don't have that sacred flame that burns within you. When a Taurus decides they're going to conquer something, it's as if the whole universe needs to reorganize itself to answer that call. You don't give up. You don't abandon it. Even when everything seems to be against you, even when the people around you have already thrown in the towel, you remain there, firm, planted like a centuries-old tree that doesn't move even with the strongest storm. This gift of persistence was given to you for a very special reason. The universe knew it needed strong souls to build solid foundations in this world. While other signs are carried away by the winds of change, jumping from branch to branch, you were chosen to be the rock, the foundation, the one everyone can rely on when they need stability. And that, my dear, is no small thing. It's a divine gift that few receive. But here's the secret that many Taurians take a long time to discover. This persistence wasn't given to you to exhaust yourself in battles that aren't worth fighting. It wasn't meant for you to waste your precious energy on situations or people that drain your light. The divine persistence you possess should be directed towards what truly matters, towards your true dreams, towards the people who deserve your loyalty, towards the projects that will leave a legacy. When you understand this, when you learn to direct this monumental force to the right places, something magical happens. You stop being merely persistent and become unstoppable. Doors begin to open. Opportunities begin to appear. And do you know why? Because the universe recognizes when someone is using their gifts in the right way. And then everything conspires in your favor. Think about the greatest achievements of your life. Now stop and reflect. How many of them did you achieve simply because you didn't give up? How many times were you one step away from throwing it all away, but that inner voice made you continue for another day, another week, until you finally saw the result? That voice, my dear Taurus, is the voice of the divine reminding you of the gift you carry. And there's more. That persistence you possess also has the power to inspire others. When someone sees you not giving up, not bowing down to difficulties, something awakens in that person. It's as if your strength is contagious. You become a beacon of hope for those who are thinking of giving up on their own dreams. Without even realizing it, you are fulfilling a greater mission, showing the world that it is possible to win, that it is possible to continue, that it is possible to get there. But beware of a trap. Sometimes this persistence can make you hold on to things that should have already been released. Relationships that have already ended, jobs that no longer serve you, patterns that needed to be transformed. Wisdom lies in recognizing the difference between persisting in what builds and insisting on what destroys. And you, with all the strength you possess, have the ability to make this distinction when you connect with your intuition. So the next time you feel like giving up, remember, the universe didn't give you this gift by chance. You were chosen to be strong. You were chosen not to break. You were chosen to show that true victory belongs to those who keep walking, even when the path seems impossible. Dom 2. The Midas touch to create prosperity. The second divine gift that Taurus received is something that makes anyone's eyes sparkle. The natural ability to attract and build prosperity. I'm not just talking about money, although that's part of it. I'm talking about an almost magical ability to transform everything you touch into something of value, into something that grows, into something that flourishes. It's as if you were born with a cosmic magnet for abundance. From a young age, you probably already demonstrated this characteristic. Perhaps you carefully saved your coins, or perhaps you always knew how to value things, even the simplest ones. This is no coincidence. The universe imprinted on your soul the energy of fertile earth, the kind that receives the seed and transforms it into an abundant harvest. You have within you the essence of prosperity, and this is a sacred gift that very few people possess with such intensity. But here's something fascinating you need to understand about this gift of yours. It doesn't just work in the material realm. Yes, you have a natural ease in managing resources, making money grow, and finding opportunities where others see only difficulties. However, this touch of prosperity extends to all areas of your life. You thrive in relationships, building solid and lasting connections. You thrive in projects, transforming small ideas into great achievements. You thrive in health because you know how to take care of your sacred temple. The secret to this gift lies in how you relate to the physical world. While other signs live in the clouds of dreams or get lost in the waters of emotions, you have your feet firmly on the ground. You understand that true prosperity doesn't fall from the sky. It's built brick by brick, day after day, with dedicated work and conscious choices. And in that, my dear, you are a master. Now, pay attention to this important revelation. This gift of prosperity comes with a great responsibility. The universe gave you this ability because it trusts that you will use this abundance not only for yourself, but also to bless others. When you prosper and share, when you grow and help others grow, you activate this divine gift even more. It's as if heaven is saying, look, this person knows how to use what they received well, let's give them even more. Many Taurus natives spend years blocking this gift because they carry limiting beliefs about money and prosperity. Perhaps you grew up hearing that money is dirty, that rich people are bad, that seeking prosperity is something negative. But this is not true. Prosperity is a divine blessing, and when you receive it with gratitude and use it wisely, you are honoring the gift you have received. There's another powerful aspect of this gift that needs to be revealed. You Taurus have an incredible ability to see value where others don't. That old object that nobody else wants can become a treasure in your hands. That idea that everyone dismissed can transform into a thriving business when you develop it. That person nobody believed in can flourish when they receive your support and emotional investment. You see potential. You recognize value. And that is pure gold. So, how do you fully activate this gift of prosperity? First, change your relationship with abundance. Stop feeling guilty for desiring prosperity. Second, start truly valuing what you already have, because gratitude is the fertilizer of abundance. Third, share your blessings because what circulates grows. And fourth, trust in your Midas touch. Trust that you have within you the ability to make everything prosper. Always remember, the universe didn't give you this gift so you could live in scarcity. It gave you this blessing so you could experience life in its fullness, in its abundance, in its complete richness. And when you embrace this place of prosperity, you are not being greedy or selfish. You are simply accepting the divine gift that has always been yours by cosmic right. Dom 3. The power of loyalty that transforms bonds into eternity. The third divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is something rare and precious in this modern world where everything seems so disposable. Deep and unwavering loyalty. When you, Taurus, decide that someone or something deserves your loyalty, you give yourself body and soul. It's not just any surrender. It's a sacred commitment you make with your heart and honor with your actions. This gift of loyalty goes far beyond what most people can comprehend. It's not just about standing by someone during the good times. Anyone can do that. The loyalty you possess is the kind that remains steadfast through storms, The kind that doesn't tremble when the winds blow strongly. The kind that says, "I'm here," when everyone else has already left. And that, my dear friend, is one of the most valuable gifts anyone can offer in this life. The universe bestowed this quality upon you because it knew the world needed trustworthy souls. In a time when people change relationships like they change clothes, where commitments are easily broken, where a given word has lost its value, you are an anchor of trust. People may not fully understand how important this is, but deep down, they know that having a Taurus by their side is the certainty that they will not be alone. But here's something that needs to be said, and pay close attention to this. Loyalty is a sacred gift, but it cannot be wasted on those who don't deserve it. Many Taurians suffer because they give this divine loyalty to people who don't value it, who abuse it, who betray it. And then comes the pain, the disappointment, the feeling of having been used. This happens because you need to learn to direct this precious gift only to those who prove themselves worthy of it. The true wisdom of loyalty lies in recognizing who deserves this gift. It's not everyone. It can't be everyone. Your loyalty is like pure gold, and gold isn't thrown away just anywhere. You need to become selective, conscious, careful about who receives this sacred part of you. And when you learn this, when you set healthy boundaries, something wonderful happens. Your loyalty becomes even more powerful because it's being directed correctly. Do you know what happens when you're loyal in the right way? You create bonds that transcend time, friendships that last decades, romantic relationships that strengthen over the years, professional partnerships that become legacies. Because true loyalty, when reciprocated, builds unbreakable bridges between souls. And these bridges become paths of love, trust, and mutual growth. There's another beautiful aspect of this gift that you need to know. Your loyalty isn't just to people. You're also loyal to your values, your principles, your dreams. When you believe in something, you don't abandon it just because it gets difficult. This consistency, this firmness in remaining aligned with what you consider important, is what transforms you into a person of admirable character. Now, before continuing to reveal the next divine gifts, I need to ask you a favor. If these messages are touching your heart, if you are recognizing these truths about yourself, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Also, share these revelations with other Tauruses you know. And if you feel grateful for receiving these messages, consider becoming a supporter of the channel, because it is thanks to people like you that I can continue bringing this life-transforming content. Leave a comment about where you are watching from and tell me, which of these gifts do you identify with most so far? Dom 4. Refined sensitivity for appreciating beauty. The fourth divine gift bestowed exclusively upon the sign of Taurus is something absolutely enchanting. A refined sensitivity to perceive, appreciate, and create beauty in all its forms. I'm not just talking about recognizing what is beautiful to the eye. I'm talking about a profound capacity to connect with harmony, with aesthetics, with everything that elevates the soul through the senses. You Taurus have been blessed with a special perception that allows you to experience the world in a richer, more colorful, more intense way than most people. When you look at a landscape, you don't just see trees and sky. You see the nuances of color, the dance of light, the perfect composition that nature has created. When you listen to music, you don't just hear the notes. You feel each instrument, each harmony, each emotion that the artist has put there. This gift of aesthetic sensitivity was planted in your soul because the universe needed curators of beauty in this world. While the rush of daily life makes people forget to stop and appreciate beautiful things, you are here to remind everyone that beauty is sacred, that it nourishes the soul, that it connects us with the divine. And that, my dear, is an extremely important mission. Now, pay attention to this crucial detail. This sensitivity is not superficiality. Often, people who don't understand think that Taurus is frivolous because they appreciate beautiful things, because they like quality, because they seek comfort and harmony. But that's far from the truth. What you have is a deep understanding that the environment around you directly affects your inner state. You know, even if intuitively, that living surrounded by beauty and harmony raises your vibration and allows you to be the best version of yourself. This gift manifests itself in so many different ways in your life. Perhaps you have a natural talent for decorating, transforming any space into a welcoming and beautiful place. Maybe you have a special eye for fashion, knowing how to combine colors and textures in a way that seems like art. Maybe you're incredible in the kitchen, not just preparing food, but creating true sensory experiences. Or perhaps your gift is expressed through music, painting, gardening, or photography. In one way or another, you create beauty. And here is the powerful secret that many Taurians take time to discover. When you use this gift to create beauty in the world, you are literally manifesting the divine on earth. Every time you transform something ordinary into something special, every time you bring more harmony to a space, every time you share your appreciation for beauty with others, you are fulfilling a sacred purpose. You are helping to raise the vibration of the planet. But this gift also comes with a challenge. Because you have such heightened sensitivity, you can suffer greatly when surrounded by ugliness, chaos, or disharmony. Messy environments drain your energy. Rude people deeply affect your emotional state. Aesthetically unappealing situations can literally make you feel physically ill. And this isn't being picky. It's simply how your sensitive system is designed to function. Therefore, it's essential that you learn to create a sanctuary of beauty around you. It doesn't matter if you live in a palace or a small space. You can and should make your environment a reflection of the harmony that exists within you. This isn't luxury. It's a necessity. It's self-care. It's honoring the gift you've received. When you live in a space that nurtures your aesthetic sensibilities, you flourish in unimaginable ways. There's another beautiful thing about this gift. Your ability to appreciate beauty also extends to people. You see beauty where others don't. You recognize the potential to flourish in someone who is still in the process. You see the inner light that shines even when it's hidden behind layers of pain or insecurity. And when you see that beauty in others and reflect it back to them, you help them transform. Your loving and appreciative gaze has the power to awaken the best in people. So never be ashamed of the sensitivity you possess. Never let anyone make you feel that appreciating beauty is something superficial or unimportant. The world needs people like you, who remind everyone that life can and should be lived with art, with grace, with harmony. You are a guardian of beauty, and that is a divine gift that transforms not only your life, but the lives of everyone around you. Dom 5. A deep connection with nature and the cycles of the earth. The fifth divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is something ancient and profoundly powerful. An innate connection with nature, with the earth, with the natural cycles of life. You, Taurus, carry within your essence the ancient wisdom of Mother Earth. It's as if you were born already knowing truths that others need to learn through books or experiences. This connection with nature isn't just about liking plants or preferring to be outdoors, although that's part of it too. It's something much deeper. It's a harmony with the natural rhythms of life. You understand almost instinctively that everything has its right time. That there's a time to plant and a time to harvest. That there's a time for growth and a time for rest. That nature doesn't rush. And yet, everything happens at the perfect moment. When the universe gave you this gift, it was bestowing upon you one of the most precious wisdoms that exists. The understanding that we are part of nature, not separate from it. In an increasingly artificial world where people live disconnected from natural cycles, where everything needs to be fast and immediate, you carry an anchor of wisdom that reminds everyone that some things cannot be forced. They need to flourish in their own time. This connection manifests itself in wonderful ways in your life. Perhaps you have a special gift with plants, making any seed sprout and grow under your care. Perhaps you feel a deep peace when you are in nature, as if you were returning home. Perhaps you perceive the changing seasons more intensely than other people, feeling each transition in your own body and emotions. Perhaps you simply know when it's the right time to act and when it's time to wait. Here's an important revelation. This gift gives you a patience that other signs simply don't possess. While the whole world is desperately rushing, trying to force results, you have the wisdom to know that the best things in life can't be rushed. A true relationship needs time to develop. A solid business needs a firm foundation before it can grow. Authentic personal transformation doesn't happen overnight. And you know this deep in your soul. But there's an even more magical aspect to this gift that needs to be revealed. Because you are so connected to the earth and its cycles, you have a natural capacity for manifestation that is extremely powerful. When you plant an intention, when you nurture it with patience and dedication, when you trust in the right timing, the universe responds. It's as if the earth itself is conspiring in your favor, helping your seeds of dreams sprout and transform into reality. This connection with nature also gives you an admirable emotional balance. When everything around you is chaotic, you can reconnect with the earth and find peace. A barefoot walk on the grass, a few moments tending to your plants, simply sitting and observing the sky. All of this recharges your energy in a way that nothing else can. Nature is your sacred temple, your place of healing, your source of renewal. And there's more. This gift also gives you an intuitive understanding of nutrition and body care. You know, even without anyone teaching you, that your body is a temple that needs to be nourished with earthy foods, with natural ingredients, with what nature offers in its purest form. That's why many Taurians have a special relationship with food, valuing quality ingredients, authentic flavors, and meals prepared with love and attention. So the next time you feel that calling to be in nature, to put your hands in the earth, to plant something, or simply to watch the trees swaying in the wind, know that it's not by chance. It's your divine gift calling you back home, reminding you where your strength comes from, reconnecting you with the ancestral wisdom you carry. Honor that connection. Cultivate it, because it is one of your greatest sources of power. Dom 6. The exceptional ability to build security and stability. The sixth divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is something the whole world needs, but few can offer. The exceptional ability to build true security and stability. While other signs shine in spontaneous creativity or unexpected adventure, you have been blessed with the gift of creating solid foundations, reliable structures, and bases that don't crumble when the storm arrives. This gift is so precious, yet so often misunderstood. We live in a society that glorifies instability disguised as freedom, that romanticizes chaos as if it were spontaneity, that confuses structure with prison. But you, with your Taurus wisdom, know the truth. True freedom only exists when there is a solid foundation. True creativity flourishes when there is security. True peace only comes when there is stability. When the universe gave you this gift, it was entrusting you with a sacred mission. To be the rock for yourself and for those you love. To be that person everyone can trust. To be that presence that doesn't waver, that doesn't crumble, that remains firm even when everything around is in pieces. And that, my dear Taurus, is one of the most important roles anyone can play in this world. This ability to build security manifests itself in all areas of your life. In the financial field, you have a natural ability to create reserves, to plan for the future, to build wealth in a solid and sustainable way. It's not luck. It's your gift in action. While others spend impulsively and live on the edge, you have the wisdom to build a financial foundation that gives you peace of mind and allows you to sleep soundly every night. In relationships, you offer an emotional stability that is rare and precious. The people around you know they can count on you. They know you won't disappear at the first sign of trouble. They know your word is valuable, your commitment is real, and your love is unwavering. In a world where relationships are increasingly fragile and disposable, you are a pillar of reliability that restores people's faith in true love. At work, you're the kind of person who consistently delivers, meets deadlines, and keeps their promises, not with drama or fanfare, but with an admirable consistency that makes you valued in any professional environment. Employers love having Taurus individuals on their teams because they know you're reliable. Colleagues breathe a sigh of relief when they know you're involved in a project because they trust your ability to deliver solid results. But here's something important you need to understand about this gift. Building security and stability doesn't mean being rigid or inflexible. It means having deep roots that allow you to bend with the wind without breaking. It means having a structure so strong that you can afford to be flexible without losing yourself. True stability is not immobility. It's dynamic balance. There's an aspect of this gift that many Taurians take a while to recognize. Your ability to create security isn't just for you. It radiates to everyone around you. When you feel secure and stable, the people around you also feel safer. It's as if you were a lighthouse in the middle of a storm. Just being near you, feeling your firm and reliable presence, other people already calm down, breathe easier, and feel that everything will be all right. And do you know what that means? That your gift for creating stability is also a gift for healing. How many people have recovered from crises by your side? How many times has someone who was feeling lost found direction, simply by being in your stabilizing presence? How many hearts have felt safe enough to open up and heal because you offered a space of trust? That is all your gift in action. But beware of a trap. Sometimes this need to create security can make you resist necessary changes. It can make you hold on to situations that should have already been transformed just because change seems threatening. Remember, true security doesn't come from controlling everything so that nothing changes. It comes from having such a solid internal foundation that you can navigate any external change without getting lost. So honor this divine gift you have received. Continue building solid foundations, creating reliable structures, offering stability in a world that so desperately needs it. But do so wisely, understanding that true stability is flexible enough to adapt when necessary. You are the architect of your own security, and that is one of the most powerful blessings the universe could give you. Dom 7. Sacred pleasure and the ability to enjoy life. The seventh divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is something absolutely marvelous that many people still don't fully understand. The sacred capacity to feel pleasure, to enjoy life through the senses, to experience the physical world in all its fullness. You have been blessed with a special ability to transform simple experiences into moments of pure delight. This gift is often misinterpreted. Many people look at a Taurus and think they are merely hedonistic, selfishly seeking comfort, lazy because they like to relax. But that is completely wrong. What you have, my dear, is a profound understanding that life was made to be lived, felt, savored. You understand that the physical body is not a prison of the soul, but rather a sacred vehicle through which we experience divinity on earth. When the universe gave you this gift, it was telling you something important. Enjoying life is not a sin, it's a celebration of creation. Experiencing pleasure through a delicious meal, a relaxing bath, a tight hug, a wonderful perfume, captivating music. All these are ways to honor the gift of life. You were made to enjoy, to savor, to celebrate each moment through your senses. This gift manifests itself in so many beautiful ways in your life. You probably have a special relationship with food, not just as nutrition, but as a complete sensory experience. You appreciate textures, flavors, aromas, the presentation of a well-prepared dish. When you eat, you are present, you are truly there, experiencing each bite with mindfulness. This is not gluttony, it is reverence for life. You also have an incredible ability to transform ordinary moments into rituals of pleasure. A simple breakfast becomes an experience when you prepare everything with care, choose your favorite cup, sit in a comfortable place, take a deep breath and truly savor it. While others gulp down food quickly without even noticing what they're eating, you transform each meal into a small ceremony of gratitude. Your ability to experience deep pleasure also extends to touch. You value physical comfort in a special way. Soft sheets, well-made clothes, a comfortable sofa. None of this is unnecessary luxury for you. It's a real need. Your body is sensitive, and when you honor that sensitivity, when you allow yourself to be in comfortable environments, you flourish. Here's a powerful truth you need to embrace. Feeling pleasure is a form of gratitude. Every time you truly appreciate a sensory experience, you're saying to the universe, "Thank you for this blessing." You're acknowledging that life is a gift and deserves to be celebrated. And you know what happens when you live with this attitude of appreciation? The universe sends you even more reasons to celebrate. But there's an aspect of this gift that goes beyond personal pleasure. When you learn to create pleasurable experiences, you also know how to offer that to others. You become the kind of person who prepares delicious meals for friends, who creates welcoming environments where people feel good, who offers carefully chosen gifts that touch the hearts of those who receive them. You spread pleasure and comfort wherever you go. And there's more. This gift also teaches you about true presence. To truly feel pleasure, you need to be present in the moment. You can't enjoy an experience if your mind is in the past or the future. So, this gift of feeling deep pleasure is also a gift of mindfulness, of full attention, of being completely present in the here and now. And that is spiritual wisdom in its most practical form. Now, it's important to mention that this gift also requires balance. Because you have such a strong capacity for pleasure, you can fall into the trap of seeking excessive comfort, avoiding necessary discomfort, and becoming too complacent. Wisdom lies in honoring your need for pleasure and comfort, while also challenging yourself to grow and evolve. True pleasure doesn't come from avoiding all difficulties, but from knowing when to rest and when to exert yourself. So never be ashamed of enjoying the finer things in life. Never let anyone make you feel guilty for valuing comfort, quality, and pleasurable experiences. The universe gave you this gift because the world needs people who remind everyone that life isn't just work and suffering. Life is also meant to be enjoyed, savored, celebrated. And you, with this divine gift, are a master at transforming ordinary moments into extraordinary experiences of pure pleasure. Dom 8. The powerful voice that influences and transforms. The eighth divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is something surprising and extremely powerful. A voice that carries weight, authority, and the ability to profoundly influence. I'm not just talking about the physical voice, although many Taurians truly have beautiful and striking voices. I'm talking about their voice as an expression of their truth, their voice as an instrument of transformation, their voice as a channel of power. When you Taurus speak, people listen. There's something about the way you express yourself that makes others pay attention. Maybe it's the firmness with which you stand your ground. Maybe it's the clarity with which you communicate your ideas. Maybe it's simply the energy that comes with your words. But the fact is, when you decide to use your voice, it has an impact. This gift was given to you because the universe knew it needed people capable of speaking truths that need to be heard. While others talk a lot but say little, you have the ability to say exactly what needs to be said, in the way it needs to be said at the right time. Your words have substance. They have weight. They have power. There's a fascinating aspect to this gift that many Taurians take a while to discover. You have a natural ability to calm situations through your voice. When there's chaos, when there's conflict, when there's nervousness in the air, your firm and calm voice can bring everyone back down to earth. It's as if your words have an earthy quality that stabilizes the energies around you. People feel safer just hearing you speak with that serene confidence. This gift also manifests itself in the way you defend what you believe in. When you know something is important, when you need to take a stand, your voice doesn't tremble. You don't shrink back. You stand up and speak with an authority that comes from the depths of your soul. And you know what happens? People recognize this authenticity. They may not agree with you, but they will respect the firmness with which you defend your values. Now, here's something crucial you need to understand about this gift. It comes with great responsibility. Because your voice has power, because your words have impact, you need to use them wisely. You need to speak your truth, yes, but you also need to be aware that what you say can build up or tear down, can heal or hurt, can inspire or discourage. Your gift of having a powerful voice demands that you be mindful of what comes out of your mouth. Many Taurus individuals also possess talents literally linked to their voice. Perhaps you sing beautifully. Perhaps you have a knack for public speaking. Perhaps you excel at negotiations because you know how to use your voice strategically. Perhaps you are the kind of person whose voice on the phone conveys confidence and competence. All of these are manifestations of your divine gift. But the deepest aspect of this gift goes beyond the spoken voice. It's about having a voice in the sense of having presence, of having influence, of being heard. In a society where so many people feel invisible and silenced, you have the ability to make your voice heard. And more than that, you have the ability to amplify the voices of those who cannot express themselves on their own. There's a trap, though, that you need to be aware of. Sometimes, because you have such a strong voice, you can become too stubborn, too inflexible in your opinions, too resistant to listening to other points of view. True power lies not in always speaking louder, but in knowing when to speak, when to be silent, and when to listen. Wisdom lies in using your powerful voice with discernment. So honor this divine gift you have received. Use your voice to speak truths that matter. Use your voice to defend those who cannot defend themselves. Use your voice to calm storms and bring peace. Use your voice to inspire, motivate, and encourage. But also learn to balance this power with listening, with empathy, with openness to learning. Because when you use your powerful voice with wisdom and love, you become a channel for transformation in the world. Dom 9. Divine patience that transforms time into an ally. The ninth divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is something that seems to be becoming extinct in the modern world. True patience, the kind that is not resignation, but rather deep trust in life's processes. You have been blessed with an exceptional ability to wait, to allow things to mature, to understand that the best fruits are not harvested before their time. The patience you possess isn't passivity. It's ancestral wisdom. It's the understanding that there's a natural rhythm to all things, and that trying to force results prematurely only generates suffering and failure. While the whole world is frantically rushing around wanting everything yesterday, you have the peace of mind to know that some things simply cannot be rushed. When the universe gave you this gift of divine patience, it was handing you one of the most powerful tools for manifestation. Because, you see, most people give up on their dreams not because they are impossible, but because they lack the patience to wait the necessary time. They plant the seed today and want to harvest tomorrow. But you, Taurus, you understand that between planting and harvesting there is a whole sacred process that cannot be skipped. This patience manifests beautifully in all areas of your life. In relationships, you don't rush. You allow the connection to develop naturally, trust to be built brick by brick, and love to grow from its own deep roots. While others want to skip steps and end up building sandcastles that crumble at the first wave, you build cathedrals that withstand the test of time. In work and business, your patience gives you a huge competitive advantage. You don't make impulsive decisions. You observe, analyze, wait for the right moment. And when you finally act, it's with certainty and conviction. While others are running in circles, changing direction with every wind that blows, you move steadily towards your goals. Here's a powerful revelation. Your patience is also a form of faith. Every time you choose to wait instead of forcing, you are saying to the universe, I trust. You are acknowledging that there is a higher intelligence orchestrating everything, and that divine timing is always perfect. This trust, my dear, is what opens the doors for miracles to happen in your life. But your patience isn't limitless, and that's important to understand. You can wait for long periods when you know it's worthwhile, when there's respect, when there's reciprocity. But when you realize you're being used, that your patience is being abused, that someone is mistaking your serenity for weakness, then something changes. And when a Taurus finally loses patience, when the bull finally tires of waiting, the transformation is complete and definitive. There's another beautiful aspect to this gift. Your patience also gives you a unique ability to deal with difficult people and situations. While others explode at the first provocation, you remain calm. You take a deep breath. You let the storm pass. And often, it is precisely this patience that transforms situations that could become huge conflicts into peaceful resolutions. This divine patience also makes you an excellent teacher, mentor, and guide. You have the ability to explain things as many times as necessary, to wait for the other person to understand in their own time, and not to give up on someone just because progress is slow. How many people have grown under your patient guidance? How many talents have blossomed because you had the patience to nurture them? But beware of a trap. Sometimes, your patience can lead you to tolerate situations that should have ended long ago. It can make you give too many chances to people who aren't changing. It can make you wait for changes that will never come. Wisdom lies in discerning between wise patience and harmful tolerance, between waiting on divine timing and procrastinating out of fear of change. So honor this sacred gift of patience that you have received. Use it to build lasting things, to cultivate deep relationships, to manifest solid dreams. But use it wisely, remembering that patience does not mean accepting disrespect or remaining in situations that no longer serve you. True divine patience knows when to wait and when to leave. And you, with all the wisdom you carry, have within you this capacity for discernment. Dom 10. The unconditional love that nourishes and protects. The 10th and final divine gift bestowed upon the sign of Taurus is the most precious of all. The capacity to love deeply, unconditionally, protectively, and nurturingly. When you, Taurus, open your heart to someone, you don't love halfway. You love with everything you have, with every fiber of your being, with an intensity and dedication that are truly divine. The love you carry isn't the superficial love that changes with the wind or disappears at the first challenge. It's a love that's rooted, firm as a centuries-old tree that offers shade, fruit, and protection. It's the kind of love that sustains, that nourishes, that makes people grow and flourish. It's the love that transforms lives because it offers something we all desperately need: true emotional security. When the universe gave you this gift of loving so deeply, it was entrusting you with one of the most sacred missions that exist. It was saying that you would be a guardian of hearts, a healer of souls, a safe haven amidst life's storms. And you, my dear, fulfill this mission with a breathtaking dedication. This love manifests itself in so many beautiful ways. In romantic relationships, you are the person who is present not only in moments of joy, but especially in difficult times. You don't run away when things get tough. You stay. You support. You offer your lap, your ear, your heart. And this kind of constant and reliable love is what heals deep wounds in the people you love. With family, your love is protective, like that of a guardian. You would do anything for those you love. You would work tirelessly to ensure their comfort and safety. You would sacrifice yourself without a second thought. And not because you feel obligated, but because loving in this way is part of your nature. It's who you are at your core. In friendships, you're the friend who's always there. Years can go by without seeing someone, but when that person needs you, you show up. No judgment. No demands. No reminders of how much time has passed. Just an open heart and arms ready to embrace. This kind of friendship is rare and precious, and people who have a Taurus as a friend know the treasure they possess. Here's something profound you need to understand about this gift. Your love has healing power. When you love someone, when you offer your steadfast and constant presence, you are literally healing emotional wounds that perhaps no one else could reach. People who have been betrayed, abandoned, hurt find in you proof that true love still exists in the world. And that restores their faith. Your love is also nourishing like the earth that feeds the plants. You don't just love, you care. You worry about the concrete well-being of the people you love. You ask if they've eaten. You offer a tight hug. You prepare that special meal. You create moments of comfort and security. You nurture not only with words, but with practical actions that make a real difference in people's lives. But there's an aspect of this gift that is both a blessing and a challenge. Because you love so deeply, you also suffer deeply when you are betrayed or disappointed. Because you give your heart so completely, you become more vulnerable to pain when people don't value or reciprocate your love. And this can cause you to shut down, build walls, and be afraid to give yourself again. Here is the wisdom you need to embrace. Your gift of loving deeply is sacred and should not be kept for fear of suffering, but it also needs to be protected. You don't need to give this divine love to just anyone. You can wisely choose who deserves to enter the sacred temple of your heart. You can have discernment about who is worthy of the depth of love you offer. There's another beautiful truth about this gift. When you love unconditionally, you're not just blessing the person you love. You're raising the vibration of the entire planet. Because true love, deep love, constant love creates waves that expand far beyond what you can see. Every time you love with this divine intensity, you are contributing to healing the world. So never be ashamed of the depth of your love. Never let anyone make you feel that loving intensely is weakness. It's strength. It's courage. It's the most powerful gift that exists. Continue loving with all the intensity of your Taurus heart, but do so wisely, choosing people who honor and value this precious gift you offer. Because your love, my dear, is truly divine. We have reached the end of this journey of revelations, and I hope that you, Taurus, are feeling in your heart all the greatness of the gifts you carry. These 10 divine gifts that you have just learned about are not just characteristics. They are sacred tools that the universe has placed within you, so that you can fulfill your mission in this life. The persistence that keeps you standing when everyone else has given up. The touch of prosperity that transforms everything into abundance. The loyalty that builds eternal bonds. The sensitivity to appreciate and create beauty. The connection with nature that anchors you in the wisdom of the earth. The ability to build true security. The sacred pleasure that celebrates life. The powerful voice that influences and transforms. The divine patience that respects the timing of all things. And the unconditional love that nourishes and heals. These gifts were not given to remain dormant. They were given to be used, celebrated, and shared with the world. Each day is a new opportunity to honor these divine gifts, to manifest them more consciously, and to let them shine through you. Now I ask you an important question. What are you going to do with everything you've discovered today? How are you going to use these gifts to transform your life and the lives of those around you? The answer to this question determines how far you will go, how fulfilling your life can become. If this video touched your heart, if these revelations made sense to you, I invite you once again to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell so you don't miss any messages that can transform your journey. Share this video with other Tauruses you love, because they also deserve to know the greatness they carry within. And if you feel gratitude for these messages, consider supporting the channel by becoming a subscriber. It's thanks to people like you that I can continue bringing content that truly makes a difference. Leave a comment telling me which of these 10 gifts resonated most with you. Tell me, which one do you already consciously use and which one do you want to develop further? Let's create a community of Tauruses who support each other on the path of evolution. Always remember, you are not just a zodiac sign. You are a bearer of divine gifts that were carefully chosen for you. Honor them, cultivate them, use them with wisdom and love, and watch how your life transforms when you fully embrace the greatness that has always been yours. Until the next video, may the stars continue to light your way, and may you continue to flourish in all your Taurian magnificence.